Have you ever felt a nagging doubt about your relationship? It's not uncommon. Today, we're diving into the often unseen signs that your relationship might need some attention. Recognizing these hidden clues early can be the difference between smooth sailing and a rocky road. The truth is, many people ignore the warning signs until it's too late. But what if you could spot these issues before they escalate? Imagine saving your relationship from potential heartbreak by simply tuning in to those subtle hints. So, ask yourself, are you truly aware of the dynamics in your relationship? These hidden signs might not shout for attention, but they can whisper the truth. Stay tuned, because recognizing them is crucial for a healthy partnership. Now let me be clear, ignoring these signs can lead to heartache and regret. Relationships are fragile, and the longer you wait to address these issues, the deeper the wounds become. If you feel like something is off, trust that instinct. Just like that gut feeling when you sense a storm brewing, it's not just in your head. Remember, love can't flourish in the shadows of misunderstanding. Don't let minor issues snowball into major problems. The time to act is now. Welcome to Connective Contours. It is great to have you here. If you like what we do here, please like, comment, and subscribe. Consider hitting the bell icon for more insights. Thank you for joining us. Sign 1. Lack of communication. Let's talk about one of the most common ways partners sidestep deeper conversations. Instead of discussing feelings or issues, they might choose safe topics. This leaves pressing matters unaddressed. I remember a friend of mine who would always switch the subject when serious topics came up. It wasn't that he didn't care, he feared conflict. But this avoidance led to misunderstandings and resentment. If you find yourself tiptoeing around sensitive subjects, you're not alone. Many couples dread those deep discussions, thinking it's easier to keep things light. But this can lead to bigger issues down the line. The truth is, without open dialogue, feelings fester. It's crucial to create a space where both partners can express their thoughts and emotions freely. Did you know that poor communication can lead to a staggering 65% of relationship issues? It's a shocking statistic that underscores how essential dialogue is. When partners fail to communicate, misunderstandings can spiral out of control. This creates barriers that feel insurmountable. This emotional distance can leave you feeling isolated and unheard. Research shows that couples who engage in regular, meaningful conversations are 70% more likely to feel satisfied in their relationship. Yet we often overlook this vital connection, leading to resentment and frustration. It's heartbreaking to realize that the lack of open communication could ultimately lead to the end of a relationship that once brought you joy. Don't let silence dictate your love story. Sign 2. Constant criticism. Now, let's take a moment to understand the crucial difference between constructive criticism and constant negativity. Constructive criticism serves as a guiding light, aiming to uplift and improve, while constant negativity can feel like a heavy chain, dragging you down. Think of it this way: constructive feedback is like a coach, cheering you on to do better, whereas relentless criticism acts like a discouraging referee, calling out every mistake without offering solutions. This stark contrast can deeply affect your emotional state. Where encouragement fosters growth, negativity breeds insecurity and resentment. So next time you receive feedback, ask yourself, is this helping me grow, or is it bringing me down? Constant criticism can have a profound emotional effect on individuals. It often instills feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt, leaving partners questioning their worth. Have you ever felt that sinking sensation when someone you care about points out your flaws? These moments can lead to a cycle of frustration and resentment. Instead of feeling motivated to improve, the constant negativity can shut down communication. When was the last time you felt uplifted by feedback rather than torn down by it? It's vital to recognize that how we communicate shapes our emotional landscape. By fostering an environment of support rather than criticism, we empower each other to grow. Remember, a kind word can be the difference between thriving and just surviving in a relationship. Sign 3. Emotional distance. Now, let's explore how emotional distance can manifest in a relationship. It often starts subtly. Think about when you used to share everything. But now, conversations feel more like polite exchanges. Have you noticed those moments? Picture this. Once upon a time, you would eagerly text each other throughout the day. Now, days might pass without a single message. This shift can seem small, but it's a major red flag that you might be drifting apart. Another sign is the decrease in quality time together. When was the last time you had a deep conversation or shared laughter? If your time together feels more like a chore than a joy, something needs to change. It's important to recognize that emotional distance doesn't happen overnight. Just like in a story, it builds gradually, often starting with simple misunderstandings. Before you know it, you're living parallel lives instead of sharing one. So, if you're feeling this distance, don't ignore it. Reignite those conversations, rekindle that laughter, and bridge the gap. After all, every epic love story faces challenges, but it's how you face them that counts. Emotional intimacy is the lifeblood of any strong relationship. Picture cozy evenings where you share your dreams and fears, wrapped in each other's warmth. It's these moments that create lasting bonds. Without emotional intimacy, partners often drift into separate worlds. This emotional distance can feel like an invisible wall. It leaves both partners yearning for connection, but unsure how to break through. When you nurture emotional intimacy, you cultivate trust and vulnerability. It's like planting seeds of understanding that blossom into deep connections. So, let's remember to tend to this garden of feelings. Sign 4. Changes in affection. Now, let's talk about how affection can sometimes take a back seat in relationships. Have you ever noticed how the spark can fade over time? I remember when I first fell in love. Every moment was filled with excitement and affection. But as time passed, those little gestures seemed to dwindle. It's a common experience, isn't it? You may find yourself asking, why doesn't my partner hold my hand like they used to? These questions are crucial, as they highlight shifts in emotional and physical connection. When affection starts to wane, it can leave both partners feeling disconnected. Remember, a relationship is like a plant. It needs regular care to thrive. So, what can you do? Start by openly discussing how you both feel. Addressing these feelings can rekindle that spark and strengthen your bond. Rekindling affection is crucial for any relationship. Start with small gestures that show you care. A simple note or surprise date can reignite that spark. Ever thought about how a little creativity can make a big difference? Trying something new together, like a cooking class or hiking, can create lasting memories. Remember, it's not just about grand gestures. It's often the little things that matter most. A gentle touch, a compliment, or even just being present can go a long way. But here's the bold truth. If you don't actively work on your affection, it can fade away without you even realizing it. Are you ready to take action? Sign 5. Avoiding conflict. Avoiding conflict might feel like a safe choice, but it's like putting a band-aid on a deep wound. Over time, unresolved issues can fester, creating a divide that's hard to bridge. Imagine a relationship where every disagreement is swept under the rug. At first it seems peaceful, but eventually that rug becomes a mountain of issues. This leads to resentment and bitterness. Just as a garden needs regular care to thrive, your relationship requires open dialogue to flourish. Neglecting this can lead to a toxic environment where love turns into frustration. Have you noticed how silence can sometimes speak louder than words? When partners avoid discussing grievances, it often leads to misunderstandings that can spiral out of control. But there's hope. By embracing open conversations, you can address these unresolved issues together, transforming them into opportunities for growth and deeper connection. It's time to break the silence. Open discussions can transform your relationship and prevent misunderstandings from festering. So, take a deep breath and approach your partner with honesty. Remember, it's not about winning an argument, it's about finding common ground. By sharing your feelings openly, you create a safe space for your partner to do the same. This mutual vulnerability can strengthen your bond significantly. So, how can you start? Simply ask, "Can we talk?" and see where the conversation leads. It might be the most important dialogue you have. Now is the time to act. Don't let unresolved issues linger. Embark on this journey together. As we wrap up today, let's take a moment to reflect on the signs we discussed. Recognizing these hidden indicators of trouble is crucial for your relationship's health. Ignoring them can lead to deeper issues that might be harder to resolve later. Remember, it's never too late to take action. By being aware of these signs, you can foster better communication and connection with your partner. This awareness can be the key to strengthening your bond. So, how do you feel about your relationship? Have you noticed any of these signs? Share your experiences in the comments below, and let's support each other on this journey to healthier relationships. As we wrap up, it's essential to reflect on those signs we've discussed today. Remember, recognizing these red flags is the first step toward a healthier relationship. Now, I'm curious, have you experienced any of these signs in your relationship? How did you handle them? Your stories can inspire others, so share them in the comments. Don't be shy. Let's create a supportive community where we can learn from one another. Hit that subscribe button for more relationship insights, and let's keep the conversation going.